You should show us your setup and tell us how you slept.
Slept fine till the first constitutional.
All right, so what do you got?
All right, so that's an OES Spinnaker tarp. Can't get them anymore. I love it. It's a nice sized tarp. What do I got? Weight weenie bias hammock with a 20 below hammock gear incubator hanging from it, which is really nice. Nice and warm. And then just two 20-degree bags sitting in top for top quilts.
And it's the burrow?
Hammock gear burrow, and then a Wiggies.
A Wiggies. I've never seen, I thought that all the Wiggies were green.
No.
It's a blue Wiggies. And you were warm until the morning constitutional.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Getting out at, 5 below. Climbing back in the hammock, it takes a bit to warm up.
And Cry of the Wild.
Hey, what's up?
Who is crazy. Should be crazy of the wild. What's, can you show us your setup?
Yeah, sure. This is the Hex Fly.
The Hennessy Hex Fly?
Yep. And let's see, under here I've got a bridge hammock made by Hiking Dad. It's pretty awesome. It's the first bridge hammock that I've been sleeping in, so I'm still getting used to it. And I wanted to bring it on this trip to see how it held out. For insulation, I've got a 15-degree Marmot Pinnacle. Let's see if I can find it here. It's a little frosty. But
that's how you know it's cold, when you can hear the nylon crunching.
Yeah, so Marmot Pinnacle, 15-degree sleeping bag. And I usually don't have a quilt system because I don't have any quilts. But Hiking Dad had a couple he offered me. Look at how frozen this one is. I mean, there's icicles on it.
There's no doubt it's winter.
So this is a top quilt, I think rated for what, 40 or 50 degrees?
It's about 40 or so, yeah.
40 degree top quilt. Then I've got this 50 degree 3/4 underquilt. Also made by Hiking Dad. And that's about it.
And he's insane. It was below zero last night, and that's all he had.
Yeah.
And he normally doesn't even have that much.
Yeah, I don't have quilts, so like a few weeks ago I was out with sniping out in Finland, Minnesota, and it was about 15 below on the coldest night, and didn't have a quilt system there. That was a little chilly, but I'm hoping to get a new underquilt pretty soon here from Hammock here. So I'm watching the mailbox every day, waiting for the postman. So we'll see.
Cool. So this is probably not recommended for most people to try this.
Probably
only if you're really hairy like Cry of the Wild.
Yeah.
And then maybe it'll work.
Yeah, I mean, I got my pajamas on. This is what I sleep in right here. I've been wearing it all morning. And usually I've got like some rain pants and a Gore-Tex jacket I'll usually throw underneath me as a windbreak to sleep on. But with the quilts, it didn't need that this time.
So one of the things you have to worry about in the winter when you're looking at people's gear is that in the winter they don't go very far from their hammocks to take a piss. And I just found that out by walking right through Cry of the Wild's potty spot. So we're over here, he's just in the hammock, and bam, right there.
Yeah, you just lean over the side of the hammock and do your thing. You don't even have to get out of the bag.
Which, you gotta admit though, right? The bridge hammock makes it pretty easy to just lean over the side and pee.
Yeah.
Definitely a plus of a bridge hammock.
Definitely.
Alright, so I thought I'd show you guys now my system and what got me through these below zero nights. I started to tear down already, but I've got the Old Man Winter tarp here. It's got the doors on it, which are okay with the bridge hammock here. And let's just flip this back. But as far as quilts go, this is the War Bonnet Ridge Runner hammock, by the way. But as far as quilts go, I've got a 0-degree hammock gear incubator with 2 ounces of overstuff, so I believe they said that that brings it to about -10, which should be enough, but I'm a wuss. And so I've got, I believe it's a 30-degree Phoenix from Hammock Gear as well, sandwiched in here as well. So I've got the 2 quilts stacked right there, and then on the inside, kind of the same deal. I've got, for the outside, I've got a 0-degree burrow from Hammock Gear, and you can see all sorts of frost on that guy. And then inside that, a 40-degree, I believe, Hammock Gear burrow. I've got those stacks. Those kept me pretty warm.
We're just a Hammock Gear advertisement group, aren't we?
We pretty much are. And then because I'm even bigger wuss than that, I also had a closed cell foam pad sandwiched between all of that. So I was pretty warm all night, most of the nights. And they're making fun of me now up there, I'm pretty sure of it.
No.
That's kind of how this trip, when you camp with Cry of the Wild and sniping, you get used to being made fun of. Let's just say that all of us do. And oh, I'll show you this. I also built up these little berms. Let's see, right around here on both sides of the hammock to help block any wind there was, but it was pretty still, so my battery's about to die, so I'm going to cut it short, but that's what kept me warm.